Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Sunday, and Sunday is meal prep day here on Dish with D. So we have 3 fabulous recipes for you today, all breakfast mind, all I think made in a mini loaf pan. True story. Yep, I'm hooking you up. But first, we'd like to thank Lifewit for today's video. They are the sponsor today. They sent me this beautiful cooler for review. Look at that. It could keep things cool and it could keep things hot for up to 5 hours depending on your needs. It's a great size. It can make a great lunchbox for your husband, for you, for a family outing. We're going to take this bad boy to the winery because that's what we do. We go to the winery. We bring meats, cheeses, and snacks. So this would be a great little thing. You have side mesh pockets for any little utensils, napkins, and stuff that you don't want in the cooler. On both sides, you have a little zip front pocket. You could keep, again, anything you need. Wine opener for us. Look at that. And like I said, it makes even a great lunch too. Look at I was really excited about the way the outside looked. It looks really, 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 really aesthetically pleasing for a man or a woman or a family. It also comes in black, I believe, and it has 2 straps that have an interlock up at the top. Also a detachable shoulder strap that is adjustable with a pad on the top. So definitely great for going out on the run. I know a lot of us are out and about all the time, and we could use something that's a little bit fancy, I like to say, than the old, what was a little hard thing called? Oh, there was a name for it that we all used to have back in the day. But these are much more softer. They're much more compact. You could scrunch it down and pack it away. It's not going to take up a lot of space in storage. Because I know about you, I don't have to store anything. But this definitely folds down. So that's always a plus. Where am I going to put this? It doesn't fold down. That folds down. So absolutely, it holds 24 cans of soda, if you so choose to. I will show you in another clip me carrying it and what I have inside. But it is on Amazon, comes in gray, Oxford, premium lining and zipper. Lining of the lunch bag is made of a PVA foil that won't melt easily when the bag holds something hot. At the same time, we use a quality zipper that will minimize the possibility of a broken zipper. How many times we had a broken zipper? Hopefully that won't happen here. They're saying that, so I'm hoping. Long-term insulation. The lunch bag is made of insulated materials which will keep foods and drinks cool or warm for more than 4 to 5 hours. Besides, the interior lining is made of food-grade PVA foil, so you could put food into the bag directly. Oh, that's interesting. The built-in 6mm EPE foam provides great protection for your containers, foods, and drinks. Wide open design, which you can get a lot of said. The whole thing is on zips, which is great. So it's wide open design with a strong zipper. Durable, heavy duty exterior of a lunch bag is constructed of water resistant, dirt proof Oxford fabric. If you have kids, you know they're going to get food on it. So I love that feature as well. Easy cleaning, strong linen handles. They are strong, I will tell you that. You'll see that in my next clip. So easy to clean, leak proof, and durable. 3 things, great reviews on Amazon. I will have a link down below. Sometimes they run specials, so go over. If you're interested, check it out and see what special they're running, because sometimes you can get like an additional coupon. They run them on sale, so you just don't know. If you're something you're interested in, I would go check it out. I will leave an Amazon link down below from them. So just go check that out. I mean, I believe it's, they even have a bigger one too. They have one that's, I think, let me see how big it is. 24 liters. This one is 15. And that one I think holds, let me just pull that up. Shh. 40 cans in that one. So if you're a person that has to feed a lot of people, you might want to look into the real big one. If I show that to Steve, he'll want it, because my husband's obsessed with cooler bags, because we do go to the winery a lot, and we like to take, especially if going to the winery, you could take your own snacks. Like this would be great on the beach. Think about it. With this lining on the outside, the sand will just fall right off of it. So if you're a beach person, picnic person, this is a great little tote for you. So I'd like to thank Lifewit again for sending me this. I appreciate it. I appreciate you trust me with your products. It's a great honor, honestly. So let's show you a few features. I'm going to show you what I have packed in here. I have 7 cans of soda and a 4-pack of Gatorade. Now it still leaves me room for ice and things on top. Now it says it holds 24. So you have 6, we would fit another 6 over here, and then you could put the other 12 right on top if you wanted to just do a 24-pack of soda, and the lid will definitely close and zip. So you absolutely can fit 24 cans. Like if you need to be the soda mom or the juice mom for like the field games and stuff, you definitely could fit 24 in here. But you can do 6, you can do half with food, snacks, but it's definitely roomy. Nice and roomy, room for ice, room for food, room for fun, and room for life. Okay, I just wanted to show you this in life size. I have in here some sodas. Now this would be great for going to picnics, to the beach. We're gonna take it to the winery. So, but you have your great handle, and you also have a shoulder strap. You could adjustable shoulder strap, can I tell you that? Adjustable, so you can take it. Be great for your husband for work. It's just a really nice looking lunch tote, cooler tote, whatever you want to call it tote. You can fit up to 24 cans of soda in here, stacked. You got 12 and then 12 stacked on top. You can fit ice packs in there. It's nice for, you know, if you have kids taking it in the car, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like here. So, yep. Got little sides for your little other stuff. You got a little front zip pouch, which I already showed you, to put dry things. You want to keep it out of the ice. So it's a great little size. I like the size of this. It's great for my needs, like going to the winery, going on a picnic. Make a great picnic for 2, even maybe a picnic for 4, depending on what you want in there. Ice packs, keep things cool, and you look really cute. It's all about looking nice, isn't it? At an affordable price. So thank you to Lifewit for sending me this for review. It's really quite the nice little cooler bag, I will say. I just love the color. So thanks again to Lifewit. All right, our first recipe is a WW recipe, a blueberry banana breakfast loaf. Now, on the website, it makes 4 servings. So I made it into 1. So I tweaked it a little bit. So I hope you enjoy it. Roll the footage. All right, let's make the WW blueberry banana oatmeal breakfast bread. I changed it up a bit and made it into 1 serving in a mini loaf pan. So my WW recipe will be different than the WW recipe, but you absolutely can go to my website, get the written recipe and the link to the WW app for the way that I do it. And I just like them individual. That's just how I roll. So I have about half of a mashed banana. To that I'm going to add 1 egg. You can do egg white if you wanted. I always have an egg on hand. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That combined. Now this recipe on WW doesn't call for any added sugar. I think because there's a glaze on top and the banana is sweet and blueberries have a little bit of sweetness to them. I don't know whether I really want to add the sweetener to it. I mean, I always say you can do whatever you want with a recipe. It's totally up to you. So we're going to put in some milk. I have the wrong milk. Hold on. All right. You might say, how did you forget the milk? No, I got the new one versus the old one because I bought a new one because I was getting low. I thought that was a bit funny, but all right. What do I have for milk here, folks? I believe it is 2 tablespoons, yes. Now I'm using the coconut almond. You use whatever milk you want. It's because the ones I happen to have on hand. And I did decide during that little break to get a tablespoon of monk fruit. I'm just afraid, honestly, because I like things sweet. Okay. I think that's all our wet ingredients. Let me double check. I'm following the Weight Watchers app here. Okay, yes. So now we're going to add our dry ingredients. First, we're going to add our oats. Now, I'm using this protein blend. You could use whatever oats you want. Old oats, rolled oats, old-fashioned oats, whatevs is fine. All right, we need, I think it is a 1/4 cup of oats. And we're going to need some Kodiak pancake mix. You could use flour, absolutely. But I'm using Kodiak. And we need, I believe it is 1 tablespoon. Need a dry tablespoon because that one has milk on it. Tablespoon of pancake mix. All right, we need some baking powder. 1 teaspoon. And we need some salt, because all baked goods need about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to taste good. Double check, see that I have everything. Eggs, oats, banana, flour, milk, baking powder, salt, vanilla. Okay, and we need the blueberries, but we're gonna mix this up first. Let's get a whisk on the subject. I have one of my cute little mini loaf pans. We're going to bake this in. Now, I didn't add any cinnamon. If you want to add cinnamon spices, you absolutely can. 2 tablespoons of fresh blueberries. You could use frozen. I rinsed them. And we'll just go and dump them in. You could use raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. But you know, I am trying to follow a recipe today. I'm actually making this for one of the boys, so he will have it. You get your little prepared pan. Stuff out of the way. This is a low budget operation, isn't it? Spray with nonstick spray. My oven is preheated to 375. And we're just gonna plop it in our little cute little dollar store mini loaf pan. Actually, I'm thinking about making this whole video all about breakfast and little either oat bakes or French toast bakes. I feel like dinner we don't have control over because we have families, but breakfast we kind of can be on our own. And I think we need ideas for breakfast. Okay, we'll pop this in my preheated oven. Let me see what, well, see, they're not going to tell me the baking time because it's for a big one. I'm going to say it's going to probably be 20 to 25 minutes easily, but I will definitely let you know when we come back and unmold her. All right, she baked for 25 minutes, and we'll let her cool a few minutes in the pan. It looks really beautiful. And then we're going to unmold her. Look how pretty. Nice little breakfast loaf. You can absolutely port this to work with you. Portable and delicious. I'm hoping it's good. You know, I'm not a huge blueberry fan, but, you know, I get that people like blueberry, and I try to make recipes for everyone. So let it cool, and then we'll unmold. All right. Our loaf is done and in cooling, and we're going to make a glaze. In my bowl, I have about a 1/4 cup of the powdered monk fruit. You could use whatever you want, honestly, but I'm using the powdered monk fruit. Hope I shut the drawer. And you could mix it with lemon juice would be good, water. I'm using the Almond Breeze coconut almond milk. Again, because it's in there. Again, now you don't want to make it too thin, so you just have to watch how much you use. You just want it to be a glaze. So I just put a very little drop. Now it's pretty thick. I want it a little bit thinner because I want to drizzle it. So ever so little of milk, because I'm telling you, this stuff thins out much. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. Get that out of the way. Bring my loaf right here. And we're just going to drizzle it on top. And this will add no points or calories, but a little added sweetness. Of course, you might be a little bit neater than I am, but I'm just trying to get it on. You know, there we go. So, yeah. Because, you know, who says you can't have something sweet for breakfast? You know me. Go big or go home. All right. Move the rest of that out. So there it is. This is a Weight Watcher recipe. I will have my changes on my website and the www link there as well to go right to the app. So there you have it. It is a breakfast blueberry oat banana bread. Breakfast loaf, whatever you want to call it. Smells really good. Shall we have a taste? Let it have it sit for a minute. All right, let's cut us a slice. You know I'm not a huge fan of blueberries, but a lot of people in this house are, so I think of them when I make some things. So let's taste. It's good. And the icing makes it. Thanks, WW. Definitely a great little breakfast loaf. All right, recipe number 2, some caramel apple French toast bake for 1. I don't think I've made this before. I'll start and I'll check. So let's get started. First, we're going to saute our apples in some, I can't believe it's not butter spray, and brown sugar substitute, a little cinnamon, a little splash of vanilla. The apples alone are going to be fantastic. So any apple will work. I think I have a Honeycrisp. Use what you have. Don't go be buying out there buying special apples. Any apple will work. Let's go. All right, we're going to do I can't believe it's not butter spray and the apples with a little dash of salt. So I'm going to cook them. Now I'm not going to add the brown sugar yet. I'm going to let them cook down a little bit because I don't want the brown sugar to burn. Not that it would, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to cook it down so they're semi-soft. Then we'll add the brown sugar and a little bit of cinnamon. And we'll leave the vanilla to the very end. We're going to cook these up in a small pan. Yeah, you could shred them and not even have to cook them. I just like chunks. That's just a personal preference. Again, you could skip this whole step if you wanted, but you know, you can do a couple apples and keep this in the fridge. And whenever you want like a little compote of apples, you'll have it. All right, good morning. They've been cooking for about 10 minutes. Now, I don't like them too cooked, so through a tablespoon of brown sugar substitute. I'm using, this is the pure, and a dash of cinnamon. Cinnamon coming out. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. Alright. Give that a stir. You want to cook it for another few minutes. Again, you can cook them for how tender you want them, but I know they're going to cook in the oven, so I don't want mine too mushy. But there you go. That's ready. Let that cool. Now, how good do they look? I mean, they make a good side dish for pork, but it really took no time to come together. And like I said, a lot of us have apples on hand, cinnamon, little brown sugar, a little bit of water. You can make your own little spicy apples, as I like to call them. So we're gonna let these cool a little bit. They don't have to be cool completely, but we're gonna get started on the French toast base. All right, let's start the French toast part. 2 eggs. Scrambled, whisked. If we're not really going to scramble, I'm just whisking them. Okay. Milk of choice, extract of choice. I'm just going to use some dash of vanilla. I was thinking what I was having. Thinking, what else do I have in there to use? But I'm like, I don't know. All right, a tablespoon of milk of choice. I'm just gonna not make it quite as heavy. There we go. Going to put in some apple sauce to give it a little bit more, it's apple. Let's put apple all the way through it, right? So let's just put a nice glug, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Snack for later. A little mixed. Brown sugar. I'm using these pure that I won in a contest, which I am really quite enjoying. I'm not gonna lie, pretty good. I don't know the price. Let's see, we're gonna do about a tablespoon and a half because I don't know, I like it to be sweet. But you know, again, you can add less if you want. Baking powder. Baking powder. Teaspoon. I always use a teaspoon. I don't know, I may say tablespoon, but no, it's usually always a teaspoon. Oops. A teaspoon of salt. And let's go with some spice. I'm using apple pie spice that I got at the Amish bulk store, but you can just use whatever spices you have on hand. But since I have it, I'm going to use it. I'm going to put a teaspoon, I think, of that. Oh, there's Belly going on TikTok. He knows Mommy's filming and making breakfast, so he wants a little attention. Maybe just a little shake of cinnamon. All right, let's switch over to the whisk or the spatula. I always call this a whisk. I don't know why. Actually, I don't like the way that clumped. Let me grab the whisk. Why that does that? It's probably the baking soda reacting to something in there. It will all get incorporated. Have no fear. All right. Okay. Then we add our 2 slices of bread. I'm using, of course, 647 Italian. Now, you could put some of the apples in it. I may do that. I may put it in it and on top because this is what I want. It's my breakfast. I'm going to eat it how I please. Right? You do you, boo, and don't let anybody tell you anything different. There we go. So all that bread gets soaked up in that mixture. Smells good. It's a little bit dark, you might say, but it's from the apple pie spice, but it's really, really, it smells good. So let's grab our apples. Like I said, these are good to have on hand for anything. We'll put a few in just to have them, put the juice at the bottom if you can see that. Oh. Now again, you can put all your apples in. You don't have to put them on. I'm just doing it this way because this is how I want it. I always say, you make your bakes the way you want them, and so will me. Always spray these cute little mini loaf pans that you can find at your local Dollar Tree. They're for fall. This one says fall is my favorite color, and fall is my favorite color. I love fall everything. Fall is coming. It is coming. I'm gonna just plop her in. Get all that juice because you don't want it to be dry. And then we will top with, now I'm going to put them on by hand because I just like them to be kind of dispersed evenly, but again, you put on as little as you like, or as a lot as you like, because the fruit is your 0-point food. That looks good to me. Put them in the corners. I think the corners always get ignored. So there we go. My oven is preheated to 3. I do 350, 375. I think she'll bake for 25 minutes. That's what the usual is. I don't foresee it baking any longer because of the apples. But I will see you in 25 minutes. All right, she baked for about 26 minutes. Not gonna lie, might be hard to get out, but she smells so good. Now, heck, you could eat it right out of the container, but I'm gonna try to unmold her. But I'll give her a few minutes to cool because you don't wanna, you wanna give them a few minutes to settle down. And then we will try, I will do my best to see if I can get her out, but oh, it looks so good. I mean, how about either a glaze on top of just like powdered monk fruit and milk or caramel. I'm just saying, you can go either way with this, you know. Peanut butter drizzle, I think would be delicious, but you know, you could put any topping you want. It is your bake, my lovelies. All right, let's have her sit for a few minutes. There she is. Actually, didn't give me too much trouble coming out. I mean, I lost a few apples because I had to flip her back over, but honestly, I thought she came out perfectly. So I've decided to go with caramel. Now I usually just put a little squirt on, but I'm going to do a whole point's worth, which is 2 tablespoons. So the sugar-free caramel. Again, you could put a glaze, you could put whatever you want, but I'm feeling caramel apple this morning. They don't even put that much. Probably won't even put 2 tablespoons worth. I don't think it needs it. So there you have it. French toast bake for 2 points. Oh, 3 if you count a little bit of caramel I used, but you don't have to use it. Look at that. You're welcome. Let's taste it, because I don't know about you, but I want to taste this bad boy. Smells insane. All right, let's taste. I feel like I hear that Eminem song, Benny's back. I don't know why I'm hearing that in my head, because it's kind of like fall is back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Apples and pumpkin are my favorites. Oh yeah, the flavors of fall. God, the spices, you know, the fall spices are so different from any other spices, so. Cheers. It's fall, y'all. It's caramel apple French toast. For 1. That's good. I will say the caramel makes it even better. But if you wanted a glaze, or you could even do both, because, you know. Just saying. All right, that's it. I'm going to go eat this and enjoy it. Now, for me, it's 2 points. I just have to count the bread and the caramel. I can, you know, I don't think I use a tablespoon. I'm not worrying about it. But you could absolutely use a point's worth and still be 3 points. I mean, come on. If you have eggs as your 0 point food and fruit as your 0 point food. Can't say anymore. Well, since we have leftover apples, why don't we make an apple oatmeal bake for you, Suzanne, because I know you love your baked oats. So let's go use up those apples and make an apple oat bake. Yum. Okay, in our bowl, 1 egg. Now, I usually put the banana in this, but because we are doing apples, we're going to put applesauce. So these recipes are always interchangeable with applesauce, pumpkin, bananas. So, but I think this would just be, since we're doing apples, why not? Right? I agree. All right, dash the salt. And let's grab our little measurings. We're going to do about a half a teaspoon of apple pie spice. You don't need to use this. You can just use cinnamon, but I happen to have it from the Amish bulk store. I get my use out of my apple pie spice. Baking powder, a teaspoon. Vanilla, just a little teaspoon. And grab a spatula. Okay. I'm going to use these oats. You can use any oats. I'm using these little protein oats, but you absolutely could use rolled oats, quick oats, You just cannot use steel cut. I'm not sure why. I don't think they would cook. 1/4 cup. And as many apples as you like. Oh, I'm going to put some brown sugar substitute, a tablespoon. Because our applesauce was unsweetened, not that it doesn't have any sweetness, but I like my bread a little bit sweeter. I'm thinking about putting chia seeds in here, you know, because I'm just thinking about that today. I want to put chia seeds in my bread. I keep my chia seeds in the freezer. And you know, I get them from nutstuff.com. This is almost done, this bag. Just a teaspoon. I don't know, I just felt like chia seeds and some things. I feel like I want to add them in more and more things. I just enjoy them. Again, you can leave that out if you don't like it. Okay, back to the apples. Now, you can put them on top. I'm going to put them inside. There's almost like about 2 tablespoons of cooked diced apples. Now, if you don't have them cooked and diced, you could just shred an apple or shred some apple and put it in there. It would definitely cook. So there we go. Let me go grab my prepared pan. All right, I have my prepared mini loaf pan. You get at the Dollar Tree. The one I have from the Dollar Tree is dirty because I just made a French toast bake. All right. That done. All I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle a little cinnamon on top. You know, just because I feel like it. You can take liberties with your stuff like I do. Just a little cinnamon. I get it to come out. There we go. Now you could actually do one if I want to put the rest of these apples on, I could, but I'm choosing not to. I don't want it to be overly appley. I just want a hint of apple. So you can put chocolate chips in here. You can put nuts, whatever your heart desires. I'm going to put this in my preheated 375-degree oven, and it hopefully should bake probably 25 minutes, but I will let you know when we come back. All right, she baked for 25 minutes. She looks fantastic. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. I love these little mini bakes. They're just perfect for one or even half for a snack. That's why I love, love, love making them. So I'm going to let it cool for a few minutes, and we're going to unmold it, and we're going to taste it. Can't wait. Let's have a taste of this bad boy. Well, I was ready. I love a good oat bake. This is more like an oat bread or oat bake. I mean, you choose. I love the quick oats. You can see it doesn't look oaty, it looks bready. So that is my advice to you, is to go with quick versus rolled, and you will get a more cake-like, bread-like, I shouldn't say bread, cake-like texture is what I'm looking for. But yep, big apple chunk in that bite. I mean, what's not to love? Now, I like the texture of the chia seeds. You might not. They're a little bit crunchy in there. I like it though. But again, you can leave that out. It's totally my, my little fun thing. So here is another fabulous apple bread dessert breakfast snack recipe. You absolutely could have this for breakfast. You could have it for dessert. You could have it for a snack. On my personal points, I just have to count the oats. Everything else is 0 for me. So I will have the www link on my website, dishwithyou.com. We'll have the recipe, written recipe, the directions, and I'll have the link to WW app. If you're a US member, you can go and check it out and get your personal points. So let me go enjoy this. Well, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video featuring my favorite little pan. I absolutely love these. And you can get these, like I said, at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. They are the Harvest. I'm wondering if I'm going to have a, like, themed for winter one. Oh, I'm excited thinking about it. But like I said, check out your local Dollar Tree and see if they have these in stock. I will definitely, if I were you, I would definitely ask, because I had to, because they weren't where I would think they would be. I couldn't find them, but they were out. So you never know what you find. So thanks again to Lifewit for sending me that cooler bag for review. Have a great day. I hope everything will be found on dishwithyou.com. The written recipes, links to your WW app for all 3 recipes. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of them. Tell me which one you want to try. They're all delicious. I will tell you that. They're all good. I mean, it's breakfast. You know, it's eating really good food. So I hope to try to provide that for you. So I will dish with you another day. Have a great rest of your day and get to your Dollar Tree. Bye-bye, my lovelies. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Join our community here. Have a great day.